my Taurus babies, what's happening? Oh, yeah. Another week in quarantine. There you go. Taurus, this is going to be your weekend update. We rolling Friday through Tuesday, I believe the 10th through the 14th. I'm trying to not do this on camera anymore because it's just taking up so much time. But I want you to see what I was seeing. Intuition came up. There's your patience. I'm looking at what's going on with you right this minute. That's the second time for the universal. Moving forward and what you know right now. This is a big ass deck. I can't do all these cards at once. I just can't. Physical activity. Some of you will be getting back to work. Passion ignited for some of you that might be reignited. I'm gonna say this is a week for change. It's a week for completing karmic cycles. It's a week for looking at starting something new. It's a week at learning some things about those in your environment, whether that be home or work, however that resonates with you. This is for Taurus universe. I'm gonna say it's a get back into the grind kind of week coming up. Even though this is a weekend update, it's gonna be kind of a preview of what goes on for the week, if you will. Making decisions, most definitely. And there's that chill factor. About being emotionally chill. Oh, well, look at there. Pow. Some of you moving on work-wise or stepping something up that you're doing on the outside, or something that 2 months ago would have been your side hustle. Stepping that up and getting the reward for it right away. That's what I'm talking about. So let's see what we got going on here. Overall energy, choose wisely. And the truth. Oh, hell. One of them type readings. And let me just say, that's 20 up there. The truth for the year. And that we're rolling into our birthday year. That ain't lost on me either. Spiritual career, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Okay. So off the rip, let me just say this. Excuse me. You need to shut your brain down, Taurus. You need to shut your brain down. And if the hangman show up one more time. So a lot of us need to change our behavior and how we're looking at things. I think I'm going to include myself in that pile as well. Because there's just some shit I need to be looking at a little differently. Okay, so, cards don't lie. This is about defense. Defending yourself. Health, did somebody say coronavirus? I'm sorry. Make sure you're doing everything that you need to do. I'm pulling this one first because, damn it, what the hell. Everything that you need to do to stay safe, Taurus. I know we think we're big, bully, wonderful, and we're immune. We ain't immune to shit. So, scarf over your face, mask, gloves, whatever you got to do, wherever you're going, whatever's appropriate. Make sure you do it. Hand sanitizer. If you ain't got none of that, let me just tell you, you have plenty of household items in your house that will do the job. Because all you're trying to do is get the germs off your hands. You're not trying to lick or taste your fingers. Come on now. I'm just saying. Defending yourself. You see that fire? And your health. Making sure that you're staying as healthy as you need to. Let that just override whatever else, because you can't deal with this if you're not healthy. So just bear that part in mind. Overall energy, choose wisely with the Chariot. Isn't that self-explanatory and redundant as fuck? I'm just saying, to choose wisely, but yeah, you gotta make a choice. This is life-changing energy here, Taurus. This is, and that it's, again, that we're this close. I think our birthday month starts April 19th, April 20th. That we're this close to the beginning of our birthday year, that we're wrapping things up. Yeah, now you should have on your Sunday go to meeting clothes, your shoes should be shined up, your hair should be perfect, and you should be ready to wrap up this last birthday year and step off into the new one, headed in a different kind of direction. I know I have scared every bull within the sound of my voice, because I said different and I said direction in the same sentence. Yeah, bully, it's time. It's time. It's time for us to change. I know, just me as an example, I don't want to change nothing. I want you to stay just like it is, because I got that. You don't fuck with my head, change some shit up, and just see how kind of ugly I get. Just saying. But this is in your overall energy. This is a major card. This is a weekend read, so understand the implications. There's things you were getting ready to come in contact with, not next month, right now. You need to choose wisely. And I would say this. It's the things that you aren't used to doing. That is probably the direction you need to be going in. If you find yourself getting ready to haul off into patterns that are familiar to you, you're probably going in the wrong direction. This should not feel like an old pair of shoes, Taurus. This should be some shit that you need some corn pads for. I'm just saying. I know y'all laughing. I'm just saying. This is, if it's feeling comfortable, I'm not saying, let's take for an example, you just met somebody and y'all got chemistry and it feels like you've known each other forever. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about if you get ready to go left instead of right, because left feels comfortable, and I know I can do this, and I know it'll be okay to do that. That's the wrong way to be going. I'm just telling you. I'm just telling you. Some of you, this means you need to follow that independent bully streak that you have naturally, going against the grain with something. However, the caution is there from the universe to choose wisely. So again, I'm going to say it. If you get ready to go down the road that just feels like a nice pair of house slippers you done had for a couple of years, just, you know, you put your feet in them and you're good to go. Wrong. Probably the wrong way. The truth. Your truth. Standing there looking outside the window in the middle of the night. That's about your truth and your fears. Now, because when this comes up in another card, it's a lot more, I think it's a shadow card, it's a lot more blue and a lot more out there and a lot more stars and shit, and you're dealing with a lot of your fears. Because this is just a narrow little frame, it's just some part right now of what you're doing. You need to get to the truth of it. What's holding you up, what's holding you back. And this is in your overall energy, so I know you're thinking about it. You're trying to figure out, how the fuck is this is so different, I don't know. Yeah, you need to change your perspective. And this is the third time the Hangman has come up in a Taurus reading today. I did Taurus and Aries, and I did Taurus and Virgo. And I believe it came up in Virgo too. But this is not, it's the same energy. This is not just about you changing your perspective. It's about you changing total behaviors at how you approach things. If you used to, when you get up in the morning, getting coffee, brushing your teeth, then take a shower, and getting dressed, you change that up. You change that up. You change your perspective on your morning. And maybe before you do anything, you need to meditate. It's that kind of behavior change, yes. So I'm throwing that out there because the energy is strong, and this is the second or third time I've seen this card within the last 4 or 5 hours. So that's a big cue off. It's not just in some aspect of our life. It's probably all the way around, we need to just change our behavior. Not only just how we're looking at it, but changing our behavior and how we're looking at things. Get to tomorrow's energy, spiritual career. And this came up, it was another Taurus reading, and this is identical thing. The Four of Coins sitting on top of the spiritual career. And the energy is the same. A lot of you are feeling guarded on a lot of different fronts as far as your spirituality is concerned and where you are on your spiritual path and making that switch from 7 to 8. Come on. And stepping up your shit and stepping out of some other shit. But you're guarded. You're guarded. And as I said in the other reading, whatever reading that was when this came up, your money is tied up with your spirituality. I don't care what nobody says. Nobody tells you. I don't care if you worship a head of lettuce, Jesus, Allah, Yahweh. It don't matter. Your money is tied up in what you believe in. And so some of you may be on either side of the scale. May be thinking, if you're a Christian, well, if I do this, do I have to keep tithing? And these are things you're going to have to work out for yourself, Taurus. This is that shit you're going to have to get in some book, the Quran, the Bible, I don't know, and dig until you find the answers that you seek about your spirituality. In the meantime, you're guarded. You're guarded. You don't know if you should spend your money on doing something spiritual. I'm just throwing this out here. You don't know if you should just be guarded all the way around as far as your spirituality is concerned. However, it's the same little bit of energy that came through in the other reading. You need to communicate, because communication gets you out of this holding on. You're holding on to shit and you're feeling guarded is because you don't know everything that you think you need to know about making any kind of decision. So whatever this is and however this is resonating with you, and forgive my neighbors. Unfortunately, every door and window in the house is closed and I had an air on it. You can still hear these people, but that's how I go. Anyway, right here, start trying to find the answers that you're seeking so you can continue onto your spiritual path. The universe is waiting for you, Taurus. While you standing there acting all hedgy and funky, the universe is waiting on you. This in turn helps you do this. When you have some kind of spiritual grounding, again, I don't care what you're worshiping. We ain't got to get hung up on all of that. But whatever it is, whoever and whatever your higher power is, when you get right with that, when you're all right with that, it helps you. It's going to clearly illuminate which way you need to go. Whatever it is, dear Taurus, that's holding you up, worrying about whether or not you should spend money. For some of you, getting into different spiritual practices requires that you spend money to do different things. For others of you, it's about giving back, but you're feeling guarded because you don't know if this is the right thing. Keep seeking. And if you tell the universe what you're looking for, it'll probably put it right there at your feet. But you have to be open enough. You got to be changing your perspective enough. And it's a lot of heavy energy this weekend. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. You got to be open enough to change your perspective. You can't be no scaredy punk ass chicken and hop up on a swing upside down. Let's just put it where it is. I wouldn't. So there has to be a level of openness and risk that you're willing to take to change your perspective. That's in love. That's in religion, spiritual, whatever. Your kids, there's got to be some room there for you to do this so you can get the answers you're looking for without holding on to everything so tightly. Saturday, or whatever day. It don't have to necessarily be Saturday. But what's dying off in your life is what you've manifested. We'll say that again. What's dying off in your life, relationships, habits, weight, whatever it is getting burnt off, died off. However, this is what you've been manifesting. And you may not see it right this second. And that's been the energy a lot this year. There's things that you just had to walk on faith about. This is one of them things. Know that you're going through the transformation and a change as a being. Just know that. But what you're seeing is a manifestation of what you're growing into. So there's not going to be, I don't feel like this weekend, even in the upcoming week or so, there's not going to be a whole lot of look back. It's going to be a whole lot of look forward. Get to Saturday or Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Spiritual partnership. And this is not just talking about relationships, romantic relationships. Who else do you have a relationship with spiritually? And this could be anybody. It could be somebody from your church, your temple, your mosque, your mom, your dad. But who else do you have a spiritual relationship with? Because they're going to help you step back enough. Oh, fuck. What did I just do? To change your perspective. I'm going to say that again. Whoever you have a spiritual partnership with, and you do, you may have to think about who it is, but whoever that is, and this is not necessary, can be a romantic partner if you got it going on like that, but this may be someone else. You need to communicate with them about how you're feeling, cups, emotions, so they can help you gain some perspective and take a step back. Oh shit. So you can start applying appropriately, changing whatever behavior you need to make, whatever it is. But find this person so you can take that step back, so you can see your situation where you are spiritually clearly, so you can start, well, there it is, moving in a different direction. For a lot of you, let me stop here and say, for a lot of you, this direction change, particularly if it's got something to do with relationships, it, in the long run, you may not see it right now, there's a spiritual connection there as well. So I'm not saying that's the person you need to talk to, but you need to understand if you're moving in the direction of a newer relationship, and it may be with a water sign, let's just put that part out there too, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, there's some spiritual connection, some divine connection in that. And if you follow that, might put you on the right path. I'm just saying about your intuition. Intuition was one of the cards that was coming up as I was shuffling. Just don't ever forget that part. But find this person so you can gain some perspective on what you need to. And then just taking a time out. And I think the Taurus and Aries reading, it was a synchronicity card, which was the challenge card. And the energy there is about just letting things go enough to let the universe step in and do what it needs to do for you. Take that time out so we can finish manifesting this. Take that time out so you can finish manifesting this. Manifestation, transformation, let the old shit die off. There may be, for some of you, this is coming back. It may be for some of you exes that are just, you know, you ain't heard from them in 20 years. Now all of a sudden they're on your phone. Hey, boo-boo, how you doing? Okay, make sure you're putting them in a proper perspective. And that there are no little tendrils trying to poke out there to get back together some other shit. Once again, choosing the direction if it's beginning to feel comfortable. Probably not the way you need to be going. I know that sounds all kind of 12 ways jacked up. We did this one first, but it won't hurt for repeating. Defend yourself, Taurus, and your health, whatever you're doing to work, make your money. If you are front-facing, as I call it, working live customer service where you got people coming up to you, make sure you protect yourself. And damn it, I don't care if you got to show up in a sheet and a bath towel wrapped around your head. Do what you need to do to protect yourself. Don't ever wait on anybody else to protect you. You protect you, and then you ain't got to worry about it. Everybody else be trying to figure out what you doing. So I'm just throwing that out there. I know somebody needs to hear it. Make sure you are protected. It's time, Taurus. It's time. If you didn't think it was time, it's time. Change is here. It is upon us. Again, that we're this close to the beginning of our birthday year. This shit ain't lost on me at all. I think there's some things we probably need to change our perspective on so we can receive the abundance that we want and we've been trying to manifest. But a lot of times we get egotistical. Well, I manifested it this way. And the universe is busy telling you that ain't the way to go. That ain't the way. 6 months later, I don't know why I went this way. Yeah, that part. Just saying, it is time for new. So anything feeling comfortable and warm and fuzzy, probably not so much. Take time for yourself. That brings us here. Take that time out. Take the time to focus on yourself. And guess what happens after that? Pow! You've released enough tension and negative energy against whatever that you allow it to happen. That's usually how that goes. So take time out for yourself. Run now. Whoever that's resonating with, run now. So if you need to be running out of something and into something else, however this is resonating with you, run now. And I think some of you there may be a little bit, there certainly is that energy on the table. Some of you, have reconnected with an ex, and just saying, feels comfortable, feels warm and fuzzy. Patience, my dear, patience. Those of you that need to hear that, there it is. And I'm coming back over here, understanding that you need to take the time out. That's going to just require some patience on your part to understand that you need to just let go of some things so that the manifestation process can happen for you. So in that does require some patience. Dealing with your spiritual career and that whole guarded, I'm not sure if I'm doing the right thing type of thing. Same there. You need to make some decisions, but you also need to be patient with yourself, and if you find out in moving through a process is about making one decision at a time, seeing if it works and moving on. So it doesn't mean you rest on your laurels and you wait and you ain't doing nothing. You can make small decisions that will ultimately lead you to your goal. And you can monitor your progress as you go. You make a decision, you see shit ain't turning out right, and you at that point can turn around and do that again. Excuse me. All right. Say it with me, people. Get a new story. Get a new story. You heard it? Get a new story. It's time to move in a different direction, so it's time for a new story. Simple as that. And what's standing out there? It's time, y'all. It's time. Sand is all down here now. All that waiting on the last little granular sand to come done. It's time. Time to get a new story. Time to move in a different direction. The other thing on there, look at that heart. It's time. This is what it is. I know everybody don't want to hear that, but it's time. Body talk. What your body saying to you? What is your body saying to you? Body's probably telling you something now. You just so stubborn you ignoring it. Oh, it's the same old aches and pains. Pay attention. Listen to what your body is telling you. Listen to what your body is telling you. And we ain't necessarily talking about no doggone virus. You may have arthritis. What the hell? Just listen to what your body is telling you. It's aching, hurting, not functioning properly for a reason. Just know that part. But listen to what your body's telling you. And the earlier you can do that, probably the better off you will be. At the end of all of this, be grateful. Shit is fucked up. Let me just be the first one to tell you it is fucked up on every level. Period. Thought about what if you didn't have a place to live? What if you didn't have food? What if your family was just torn apart over some bullshit? Pretty much guessing that's not the case. And everything and everybody is where they're supposed to be. Even if you gotta be at a distance, you know. So be grateful. things could always be much worse. I'm sure it's for all of us, there's somebody around us that's having a tough time wishing they had the worries and problems that we have. Taurus, I love you. I hope everybody has a good, safe weekend. Again, listen to that body, take care of that health. I will see y'all at the end of the weekend. Love you. Bye.